to today's video. I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. And today's video is going to be some more spiritual messages. Yes, it's going to be some more spiritual messages. And also, today is Sunday, August 31st, 2025. Tomorrow is Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? So, happy Labor Day to everybody out there, especially the ones who support the movement. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, let's get into it. So, first things first, I always got to cover what's going on in the news and stuff like that, and then tie that around with the spirituality and bring them both together. You see what I'm saying? So I can make it all make sense to you. So, like I said in yesterday's video, and also please, I did not forget. I still have the web series coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting things together because with season 3 of Food XXX, I haven't launched it yet. You will know because I always do a pilot episode for all of my web series. And if you don't know what a pilot episode is, that's like industry standard, like movie industry, television shows, television networks, and shit like that. They always launch a pilot episode of their first episode. That's basically industry way of saying this is the first episode. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm just debating on how I'm gonna do it because this is season 3, and I want to come with some crazy stuff, like some raw ass shit, like something that's legit, like. And I also want to get the motherfucking that T-Pain Munchie box. I want to actually do a review, do an episode on my web series of that. I want to review the T-Pain Munchie box. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that's just a little Easter egg, you know what I'm saying? A little Easter egg for y'all. But I'm debating if I should do that or if I should just come up with something totally new. Cause I want to come with some fire for season 3. I want to come with some fire. I'm talking about exclusive snacks, exclusive food, like exclusive drinks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just giving you a little update on that. But I will let you know what I decide to do. I might just drop a totally new web series. It might be on Mars, like about Mars. It might be about just space travel and aliens and shit, just in general, because that's like a really, really, really hot topic right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially amongst the government, like Congress and the DOD, which is the Department of Defense and stuff like that. UFOs and stuff is been blowing up because Trump signed that executive order to release the truth about extraterrestrials. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So let's get into it. So that's one of the new segments. It's been more and more journalists, people who work in the Department of Defense who have a lot of information about this stuff because the Department of Defense kind of like works hand in hand with like the military, the Pentagon, and the Space Force, which is a branch of the military, to make sure that we are defended because anything that's coming into our atmosphere is technically considered a threat because we don't know what it is, especially if it's something that's an extraterrestrial. You're not even from this planet, so you come in here, we don't know what your intention is. Because look at the niggas that's on this planet. Most of them is retarded already. They don't even know what the fuck they doing. You see what I'm saying? They just doing dumb shit. So we most definitely gotta have defense when extraterrestrials or extra dimensionals are coming in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, and that's another thing too. I want to let y'all know. A lot of people say, "What is the Space Force for?" What is the Space Force for? The Space Force is like it's still being built. You know what I'm saying? But what is really the Space Force is for is to protect us when we're in outer space, like to protect our spaceships and stuff like that, and also to protect human beings when we actually start to get out of space. I mean, we're already out of space. Don't let these fools tell you, oh, outer space is fake and all that shit. No, it's not. It's a real thing. If it was fake, how the fuck they keep sending rockets and sending all these rovers and stuff to different planets and you can actually see it through the camera? Come on, man. Like, this is shit is real. You know what I'm saying? And NASA did it was either NASA or SpaceX. I think could have been SpaceX, but I know they work close together because they kind of like in the same industry. But Elon Musk owns SpaceX, and NASA is owned by some Nazi. I don't know, but Yeah, I think it was SpaceX. They was doing like a video. It was showing like Earth, like it was showing like the astronauts in the spaceship, and they was looking at Earth, and you could see the I forget what they called it, but you could see the aura of the Earth. Like that's real. Like that's real. They taught us that shit in science class. It's called something. It's not Orion's belt, but it's called something. It's basically like Earth's aura to keep us protected. I forget what it's called. Magnetic field. It's Earth's magnetic field. That's what it's called. That's real. It was like a video image of the astronauts looking at Earth while they were just leaving Earth, and you could see Earth's magnetic field. You can see Earth rotating. That shit is real. Don't let these dummies out here confuse you. They already confused in their own head. They don't even know what's real and what's fake. That shit is real. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, that's what I want to talk to you about. Is that that's what the Space Force is for. See, a lot of people don't know what the Space Force is being used for and all that type of shit. But the Space Force is basically like our representation and our security when we go outer space. Actually, the Galactic Federation is a real federation. It's a real thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm not sure exactly what planet it's on. It might be in the constellation series, you know, like the Sirius Star, you know, Sirius Sun C. It might be in the constellation of Sirius. Some people call it Nibiru. Nibiru. I can't even pronounce it, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, um, you know, Sirius, the blue planet, the blue star, the dog star, Sirius Sun C, what 13 Sun Unc L was telling us about for the longest. I think that's where the Galactic Federation is held. And the Galactic Federation is basically like the federal government, but just in outer space. And the Galactic Federation, they communicate information, you know, from outer space, and they talk to the higher officials that's in the FBI and in the CIA. That's how information gets transferred and laws and stuff get updated and transferred through the Galactic Federation. This is a real thing. You can go look it up because, and I'm gonna break it down to you how it's a real thing. Because you have universal law. I know you heard of that. Law of oneness, law of motion, law of attraction. Um, you know what I'm saying? Just all these different universal laws. There's multiple of them. I ain't gonna say here and say I know all of them, but that's just a few. And you know, a lot of people don't know is that universal law governs all law. So how do you think man-made law, federal law, state law, where do you think these laws come from? It comes from the idea of the Galactic Federation and how we have universal laws in place to protect us in our galaxy, because our galaxy is called the Milky Way. You see what I'm saying? And when the Galactic Federation has certain information, why do you think it's called the Federation? Federation. What does that sound like? The federal government. It's the federal government in outer space. But since a lot of people not on this consciousness, you see what I'm saying? The Galactic Federation, which is like a council of different alien beings. Some call them the Elohim, which means more than one God. And yes, they are genderless and stuff like that. Some come in the form of an energy ball, and you can just hear their voice. Some could manifest in the form of a being. You know what I mean? It depends. Some come in the form as a dolphin, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But there are different elder gods or Elohim, more than one god, and they're in the Federation, the Galactic Federation, and they make up the universal law and what's going on in the universe and stuff like that. And Earth is in the universe. Last time I checked, right? So we are part of the Galactic Federation. And the real reason why you have certain laws that are more stricter than others is because it's coming from the Galactic Federation. Like, for example, like, you know how niggas in the hood, they got switches on their guns. It's an illegal modification you put on the back of your gun, and they spray the whole clip, like 50 bullets in 1 second. The reason why that is illegal, because that is galactic treason, universal treason, basically meaning that the Galactic Federation knows about the switch modification device. They know about it. You see what I'm saying? Because it exists somewhere else in the universe, far, far away from here, in a different galaxy. They have those, but in their time, you know, it's legal because they like in the right time period for that. The real reason why people are getting hit with so many football numbers when they get caught with a Glock with a switch or any pistol with a switch on it is because that's galactic treason. The federal government knows this. The federal government was told by the Galactic Federation that that is to be illegal. And they said a lot of people start ordering them from China and stuff like that. Okay, where did the Chinese people get it from? See, Chinese people, a lot of them are Buddhist. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them are just spiritual naturally. You see what I'm saying? It's already in a bloodline. It's in a lot of our bloodline too, but with Chinese people, it's just deeply embedded. Monks and stuff like that. So monks can meditate and meditate for days and weeks on end and actually get to the Galactic Federation and be there and listen to the council, listen to the different court dates and aliens being sentenced and stuff like that. They even kind of talked about that in Men in Black a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Like when aliens do the wrong thing or they break the law, they got their own little alien court. That's the Galactic Federation. You see what I'm saying? But on Earth, it's held by the federal government. You see what I'm saying? Because the federal government was technically like the Galactic Federation, but it's here on Earth. You see what I'm saying? So it's called the federal government. And the real reason why those modification devices are illegal is because it's galactic treason, because those things haven't even been unlocked in this time zone, like in this dimension. Like we're not even on that level yet. You see what I'm saying? So one of those Chinese monks, or a few of them, probably meditated and went to one of those dimensions where they have those switches, seen how it was made, and brought that information down. See, that's what's so important about humans. That would make humans so special. We have pineal glands, our first eye, our third eye, whatever you want to call it, your pineal gland. And when you have your pineal gland activated, you can travel to different dimensions. Some people call it dreaming, lucid dreaming. When you lucid dreaming, you actually are aware that you're asleep and you can navigate and you can gather more information. That's why I say it's important to have a clean detox body. That's why a Chinese monk would make the perfect person to be able to meditate and go get this information from the ethers and bring it back down. That's real. Going into the ethers, the spiritual realm, you see what I'm saying? And, going to different dimensions, checking it out, seeing what they got, seeing what information you can salvage, you bring it down into your DNA. And when you wake up out your meditation, it's already embedded in your mind. See, that's how powerful the mind is. And when the Chinese got that, they say the best way to even bring that shit to life is to 3D print it. You see what I'm saying? So they already had the idea in their mind. Everything starts in the mind with the spiritual. So they probably drew it on a piece of paper or something, how it looked, or the design, put it on a 3D printer, and ta-da, that motherfucker exists in this dimension. That's why it's so illegal, because that's galactic treason. That shit not even supposed to come out yet. You see what I'm saying? That's not even supposed to come out, at least not in this, and not in the third dimension. That's why it's so illegal, because the Galactic Federation saying it's galactic treason. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to have that till 2035, 2050, but niggas got it in 2025. 10, 20, 30 years before time. You see what I'm saying? That's why niggas is getting hit with football numbers in the federal government. Why you think they getting locked up by the federal government? Because it's a federal crime, which comes from the Galactic Federation. See what I'm saying? They ain't ready for this shit. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan and fuck all his minions. Also, before I completely end this video, I also got a few other topics I want to touch on. It's not going to be, like too much, but yeah, so if you see what's going on, like I said, this is the calm before the storm. Meaning that everything that you see that's happening right now, a lot of people think that this shit is chaotic and all that. You haven't seen anything yet. Wait till people start to wake up to the point where, so we in a holographic world, right? I mean, this world is made up of atoms, which is holographic. But this holographic reality is so real because it's made up out of atoms that it looks real. But if you know how to control your mind is made up of atoms, electrons, neutrons, and protons. So that means if your mind is strong enough, you can bend and manipulate other atoms to do what you want them to do. You see what I'm saying? But when you don't have control of your mind, you just manifesting and thinking about all type of dumb shit, from watching TV and them dummies you hang out with, whether they're your family or your friends, because they don't know nothing, they dumb down just like you. And just dumb people leading dumb people, blind people leading blind people. That's what they want, so you don't really know what's going on. But it's going to get to the point like they live, where somebody's going to destroy that fucking frequency that's keeping us hypnotized and blind, And just with your bare eyes, you're going to be able to spot aliens. You're going to be able to see demons, spirits, and poltergeists. And a lot of people not going to handle it. A lot of people going crazy, mental hospital, and all that type of shit because they seeing stuff that they cannot see. And that's a real thing because I seen this in like, what, 2020 and 2015, like 10 years ago, when I was chilling with my homies in Chicago and shit. We were smoking weed and shit like that, just, tweaking and shit. And I seen an alien try to manifest into this form, and I wasn't the only person that seen it. My niggas at the time, they seen it too. They seen it too. It was like, it had like 6 legs like a spider, and it had like a human torso, upper body on some Scorpion King type shit. And you could see like a black shadow of it, like it was trying to manifest or incarnate into this reality. And I just jumped back like, what the fuck? Like, it was like cloaked, but you can see the shadow of it. And that shit real. And I heard somebody else talk about that. I'm not sure if they was talking about it on Art Bell show. Shout out to Art Bell, Coast to Coast. I'm not sure if they was talking about it on his show or they was talking about it on somebody else's show. But I think it was Art Bell show, Coast to Coast AM. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about shadowy figures and stuff trying to manifest to this reality. That shit real. That's why I was able to resonate with that because I seen that before with my own eyes, my own 3 eyes. You see what I'm saying? That shit real. A lot of people gonna be able to start to see shit and feel shit and hear shit, and they don't even know where it's coming from. It's coming from different dimensions because although we're in the third dimension, we're also surrounded by other dimensions. You just cannot see them with your naked eye because your frequency is not high enough. And you can interact with these dimensions, but if your frequency not high enough, you won't be able to interact with them anyway. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be like, oh, that's just a goddamn bird. That's just a motherfucker making noise the whole time. That's somebody in that other different dimension trying to get your attention, trying to bring you over there to that burning bush. But the thing is, speaking of the burning bush, like they was talking about in the Bible, the bush wasn't actually burning. You see what I'm saying? Moses just went behind the bush to smoke a joint, and they thought the bush was on fire. They said the burning bush, but he was really smoking some weed by the bush, and they thought it was a burning bush, but he was really burning a bush, aka a tree, trying to get into the spiritual mindset to talk to God. You see what I'm saying? Real shit is all parables, it's all in codes. But this is what's taking place right now on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just real shit. Like, a lot of people want to talk about all this other bullshit and all that. And like I said, this is the calm before the storm. So what that means is all the little shit you see, like the little killing and shit like that, that's nothing. You ain't seen shit yet. Like all the little homelessness and shit, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. You haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen anything yet because there's so many people right now that still technically like they like neutral, like they on their feet, but they not on their feet. As soon as they miss that one car note, they car gone. As soon as they miss that mortgage payment or they miss work, that's their last paycheck. And then after that, they homeless. Because a lot of jobs are laying people off. If you have not been seeing this, from grocery stores to tech jobs, excuse me, from motherfucking Amazon, Uber Eats, all this shit, like all different type of jobs, man. The music industry, the entertainment industry, you know what I'm saying? The military, they cut motherfuckers' jobs because they got AI that can replace a lot of people with certain shit, and they can save them a lot of money. Just like a lot of employers, like what's the point of me keep paying you niggas? Y'all don't even really know shit, and I can just get AI to do it. One installation payment, and I already got your skill set plus more. I'm gonna make that money back within the next year and two. So that's why they getting rid of people because AI can do the job and is more qualified and don't have emotions and none of that shit. You know what I mean? Just do the job and get it done and do it way more efficiently and better than humans. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. And a lot of people just cannot accept it, but that's the way of the world. And a lot of people, this nigga just talking shit and all this shit. And like I said, it's always like this with ignorant people. It don't matter. None of this shit matters until it's happening to them or to somebody in their family. Or let me actually say that the right way. It does not matter unless it's happening to them or to somebody in their family that they like or care about. Other than that, they don't give a shit. But like I said, you kind of see you ain't seen nothing yet. It's so many people that's getting evicted every day, and a lot of these people never been homeless a day in their life. They can't take it, and they still got a little bit of money and shit like that. It might not be enough money to go get them another house or some shit like that, but it's enough money for them to survive. Shit, they should be happy they got them a car. You know what I mean? You can live in that. But a lot of people can't take it because they've been so accustomed to this American dream reality bullshit that a lot of people just committing suicide? Or you think people just giving up and killing their whole family? Because it's the Manchurian candidate signal. They press like certain signals and motherfuckers just go off. Or just some weird shit. Or they found out their family was plotting on them. They just go off and kill everybody in there. Like that type of shit going on. Then they kill themselves. That's what's going on. Because a lot of people seeing what's really happening, everything that niggas been telling them was happening, they couldn't believe it. Now they seeing it happen with their own eyes. They cannot take it. And motherfuckers is taking themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. It's fucked up, but the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? You haven't seen anything yet. Like, it's going to be more war. You already see people saying shoplifting at grocery stores is going up. And I'm not talking about just garnishing, which is legal. They actually shoplifting. I mean, they stealing that shit, which is illegal. Because it's a thin line between garnishing and shoplifting. Garnishing, you still spending some of your money. You can't afford all the shit that you got, but you can afford most of it. And since you can afford the shit that you scanned, you can take the rest of the shit because we still got some money from you. How you gonna be able to pay for the rest of the shit when we just took all your little money on that shit? So it's on us. You can take this little shit. It's on us. You see what I'm saying? So that's garnishing. But shoplifting is just going in there and saying, I ain't paying shit. I got $20. I still ain't paying shit. I'm finna just go in there and walk out. A lot of people doing that now because shit, they got their wits in. You know what I'm saying? And that's only gonna go on so far until these grocery stores say, you know what, we just gonna close our shit down and just move. Just like McDonald's, they've been closed down they shit and they left Illinois, they left Chicago, they got the fuck up out of that because there's always somebody getting killed and shot at a McDonald's in Chicago. It's just the truth. So they said, fuck that shit, we getting the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, this is real shit. You see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on. A lot of people not gonna be able to handle it mentally. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan. Fuck all his means. Gang, bitch.